In the world of books, there are very few people who haven't heard of the book called The Secret. This secret has now been revealed. A secret is a secret that is told to someone else. But this particular secret is not something that was just told to someone else. Now, I am telling all of you about it. Rhonda Byrne is the author of that book. So, what exactly is that big secret? What did Buddha tell us about our lives? Sorrow exists everywhere. Why is that sorrow there? It is because we think of life in a certain way. But it is not like that. That is the reason for our sorrow. But from now on, do not feel sad. There is no need to suffer. There is no need to struggle. Just think about what you want. She has shared with us the great secret that whatever you think about will happen to you through that book. If you ask whether it is really such a great secret that no one has told us, everyone says that our Indian scriptures are great. So, if you ask whether this secret is not mentioned in such great scriptures, the main essence of the Bhagavad Gita, which we all consider as an authority, is Yad Bhavam Tad Bhavti. Lord Krishna said this long ago. Buddha said, all the world is a reflection of your thoughts. 2500 years ago, in the Ashtavakra Gita, Ashtavakra said, Yamati Sagati Bhavet. In the same way, we think that only these great yogis know this and that we do not know about it. But even in our village, people know this through folk songs. The words from your mouth should match your actions. Even through village folk songs, everyone says the same thing. The way you speak now will shape your future. The same thing was written by her in the book called The Secret, where she said that if your thoughts are right, your future will also be right. So, everyone has come to know about this secret. People all over the world have come to know about it. There are 3 main points as she mentioned. Think about what that means. Write down your intention. Visualize it. Imagine it as if it has already happened, she said. Many people thought, oh, is it this simple? And tried these 3 steps. For example, my thought or intention is that I should get a job. Even my imagination is related to getting that job. But just because we wrote it down, why doesn't it happen for us? So many people have read the secret book, but did everyone get the life they wished for? That's something we need to check ourselves. Almost all of us, or at least many of us, have the secret book. So, did everything happen for us? Some things did happen. Some things did not happen. For some people, some things happened. For some people, how did everything happen? The difference is that book is not just a few pages bound together like any other book. It is pure science, the law of attraction. Whatever you think about, that is what happens to you. Now, as for why the truth did not happen, how long does a single thought stay with us? We make a single resolution and write it down. How long do we write it in our notes? How long did a single imagination run in our mind? How much of our remaining life do we actually spend thinking about just one thought, focusing only on that? For example, I am grateful for getting a job. We write down, I am grateful for getting a job. But in a day, how long do we actually maintain that thought? We made a resolution. For how long does the thought, I am grateful for getting a job, actually stay in our mind? In the same way, I got a job. I became a teacher. Wearing a sari, holding a stick and a book, I am teaching lessons to all the children. All the children are calling out, teacher, teacher. So, how many of you have imagined this? With this same imagination, with this same positivity, when we imagine like that, for how long does the happiness of, I have become a teacher, stay in our emotional body? After that excitement, how does our life look? Where will I become a teacher? There is so much competition, seniors have been preparing for 10 years. In this much competition, with so much reservation, and especially with the reservation we have in Telangana, where will we get a job? You need at least a mustard seed's worth of luck. No matter how much you study, you need at least a drop's worth of luck. There are so many sayings, so much competition. All these superstitions have become deeply rooted in us. Whatever we believe, that's what happens to us. She mentioned this. So, what are we believing? Everything needed to stop us from getting a job is already in our mind, but we just write down one line. How long are we maintaining it? Not at all. If we look at the affirmation again after 10 days, we just remember, oh, I had this thought, right? Okay, some people keep doing affirmations regularly, but because of the beliefs they hold in their minds, we ourselves know that manifestation doesn't happen. To what extent does it work? Some things do happen. Why? For example, if I think in my mind that I am earning 10,000, it may not be a big deal for me because in my past, I always considered myself a girl who earned a 20,000 salary, so earning 10,000 is not a big goal for me because my mind believes it. 10,000 is nothing for me. I can earn it easily. I have already been earning 20,000 for the past 3 years. So, earning 10,000 is like a snap of the fingers for me. My mind completely believes it without any doubt. Believing is different. My mind now truly has faith in the fact that I am earning that 10,000. But suppose I say that from next month onwards, I want 1 lakh rupees. Even earning 30,000 is difficult. I am only used to 20,000 and even 30,000 requires a lot of hard work. With the current competition, it's even tougher. Our mind tells us things like, where will reservation politics help us? For 30,000 itself, you're struggling. How will you get 1 lakh? You've put up a big mental block yourself. So, what I mean is, there is no connection between the dreams we imagine, the thoughts we think, and reality. Okay, because there is no connection, negativity is more. Now, for 10 minutes we have these imaginations, but for the remaining time, there is a huge gap. If there are 24 hours, only 1 hour is positive, and the rest are all distracted thoughts. That's why manifestation is not happening in our life. So, the second Bandh Guru says this right at the beginning. Before you start thinking, before you set an intention, and before you start imagining, you need to do one thing. That is what she calls meditation. We have focused on these 3 things, but we have forgotten the first point she mentioned. The reason is, when we meditate, automatically the beliefs we have from the past, whether it is about money or about achieving any goal, those beliefs are already present within us. For example, there is a belief that a job is not possible for everyone. That belief slowly starts to dissolve. The past fades away. The truth becomes clear. If I study hard, if I think properly, if I imagine correctly, then I can achieve it. She has also given examples in her book of many people who imagined certain things and actually achieved them. So many people have achieved it. Why can't I? At present, if one reads her book and implements it properly, those who have thought like this, studied well and implemented it, have become successful, right? Why can't I be successful? If you come to the present moment, set aside doubts about what is possible or not, and do your work properly, the result will come. They stay focused on that work itself. If we focus, we will get that result. After all, creation happens through concentration, right? They focused. They thought about what exactly they wanted to achieve and what energy needed to be added to it. They imagined it. They stayed with that intention. That is manifestation. Even if 99 people fail, the one who passes is the one who truly believes, the one who imagines it correctly, the one who removes all beliefs and prejudices. To remove those, you definitely need to add meditation. Meditation is what helps us let go of the past. It brings us into the present moment. So, just by thinking about it, or simply by writing down an intention, or just by imagining it, it won't happen if you don't understand this point. But when will it actually happen? When you come into the present moment. How do you come into the present moment? By definitely practicing meditation 100 out of 100 times, you will come into the present moment through meditation. So that's it, friends. Thank you so much.